Briscoe and Ease here to wrap up your Saturday. Yep. And if chaos turns you on, this is the Sports Center for you. Because the madness of March was in full effect.
I don't even know how to follow that up. So, to keep it clean, we're just going to talk about the Warriors and the Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns' Knicks hitting the road to take on Draymond Green and the Warriors. Early in the first, Knicks down 3. Miles McBride misses. Towns there for the rebound, scores on new guy. That would be Jimmy Butler. Knicks down 1. Then Steph Curry kicks it out to Green. 3-point machine, obviously, Draymond.
That's not his nickname.
No, not?
No.
It's trash talker because he has some words there for Towns. Warriors up 1. Josh Hart to Towns. Towns nails that. Knicks up 2. 5 seconds remaining. Warriors down 2. Butler. There you go, at the buzzer. Warriors up 2 to end the first quarter. We go to the second because that's how this works. Knicks down 1. Green forces Towns to pick up his own dribble, deflects it off of it. Green. Weird that he's going to trash talk, but he's calling Towns soft. Then Green sets the screen. Towns holding him. That's a foul. Towns picks up his 3rd foul, and they must be separated. Because, again, this is a weird situation. It's weird that Draymond would be involved. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Knicks down 51-47. OG Anunoby to Hart. Hart to McBride. That's a 3. It's a 1-point game. Then Green. Curry. This feels normal. Curry's going to hit the 3. Warriors up 4 going into the break. Now in the second half, 7 minutes in the third, Warriors up 5. Curry using that screen. Curry hitting the 3 to make it an 8-point lead. Let's make it 9, shall we? Curry again. Looks like it's the same play. It's very similar. That is another 3. Later in the third, Knicks down 73-67. It's McBride to cut it to a 4-point lead. 1 minute to go. Knicks down 5. Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson, that is a miss. Robinson did get his own rebound, though, so all good. Knicks down 3. Butler to Moody. Watch this. 3. Moses Moody gets to be the hero there. Warriors up 9. Thibodeau. Hart. Now they're exchanging words. This is not the way it's supposed to go for the Knicks. Knicks down 3. Towns. That 3 cuts it to 2. About a minute to go. Knicks still down 2. Towns. Stripped by Gary Payton. Watch Green get the loose foul. Towns fouls. Green would make 2 free throws. Next trip down for the Knicks, down by 4. Green fakes the handoff. Going to score. Warriors. They get the win 97-94.
That was fun. Really fun. It's good to see Cat show up and play like that. He played hard, played well. He's physical. Probably most physical I've ever seen him. Had a little extra motivation, so that made the game really fun. I ain't never seen him, like, willing to talk. So I enjoyed that. That was good. That was really good. That was fun. Good for him. Like I said, he had a really good game. So, yeah, that was really fun.
All right, let's bring in Kendrick Perkins here on a Saturday night, get us some perspective of what we saw. Steph goes for 28. I mean, ho-hum for him, right? But the rest of the dudes had to play if they were going to get this win over the Knicks, and they did that. What impressed you the most about those other cats?
Well, one is how those guys are being stars in their role. Number 2, how bona fide number 2 option in Jimmy Butler helps unlock not only Steph and Draymond, but the rest of the squad. You look at a guy like Moses Moody, and he had 18 points tonight and was huge because those 18 points matter. Every time down, you see him knocking down 3-point shots. We see Gary Payton Jr. He inserted himself in playing, some great basketball as well, doing the little things. And when you have guys like this stepping up, guys being able to have the open space and open floor because you have to put so much attention on Steph. Because Jimmy, with his cutting, his facilitating, his isolation drawing so much attention, then all of a sudden we're going to see the Warriors win games like this, like they did against the Knicks, where they're supposed to win. And they took it home in great fashion, in my opinion, because they got the needed stops down the stretch, and also Draymond Green came up big.
They get 7 straight wins now, and just even more intriguing what they're going to look like once the playoffs start out there in the Western Conference. Big Perk, stand by. We got more from you. All right, Thunder Pistons. There were 2 storylines here. Let's start with this one because there was drama. The Pistons are down 84-73 in the third. Lou Dort lands on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's foot. He is injured. All right, so Isaiah Stewart then kind of throws Jalen Williams to the side while going up for the rebound, and then they review it, hostile act, and later reviewed to determine it as a common foul. So Cade Cunningham would have a few words with the ref expressing his frustration, like, what is going on? He gets attacked, then he gets another one, he gets ejected from the game. Here's JB Bickerstaff on everything that transpires.
I'm disgusted by the way that game was officiated. The level of disrespect was above and beyond. They have a guy fall down and trip on his own teammate's foot. They review us for a hostile act. They throw an elbow to our chest, neck area. I asked for him, at least take a look at it, right? Just show us the respect to take a look at it, okay? No one would take a look at it, okay? The disrespect has gone far enough, and I'm not gonna allow our guys to be treated the way that they were treated tonight. We deserve a level of respect because we're competing our tails off and bringing something positive to this league, right? We're growing young players. Our young players are competing their tail off. The least that they could do is get the same respect that everybody else in this league gets and get refereed the same way that everybody else in this league gets reffed. And enough is enough of it. And what you saw tonight was disgusting. It was a disgusting display of disrespect towards our guys and what we're trying to do.
All right, so those feelings clearly real on the Detroit side. Let's go to the actual game. Malik Beasley knocks down a three, so the Pistons are down one with 5 minutes to go. At the other end, SGA. Oh, his game was on all night like the porch light. The crossover will break you down. OKC up 4. Next possession for Detroit. Tim Hardaway Jr., corner pocket, good. It's a 1-point game again. Now the Thunder here up 2, SGA into the lane, little pull up, gets that one to go. And then next possession, guess who it is? That guy who's probably going to win the MVP. He had 48 in this game. His 7th 45-point game this season. That's pretty impressive to say the least. 113-107. Thunder get it done. All right, so I mentioned the 45, but let's take a little deeper than that. Let's just say 40-point game, all right? This was his 12th 40-point game this season, the most in the NBA, and 3rd most in a season in Thunder Supersonics history. Only players with more, KD back in 2014, Russ in 2017. By the way, both those dudes won MVPs those years.
I'm the lucky one tonight because I drew the straw and I got Kendrick Perkins. Look, like he's saying what we're all just thinking, like, oh, SGA dropped another 40-some points. Like, it's just the way he has been playing this season. He had 48 in this one against the Pistons. What words would you use to describe what you're seeing from his play this year?
Well, outside of being the best perimeter player in the NBA, he's this year's MVP. And he's on the verge after this season of joining Michael Jeffrey Jordan for his guys that average 30, shooting over 50% for 3 seasons. He's done it 3 seasons in a row. And when you look at SGA, guys are complaining, oh, he gets the whistle, because you can't guard him. We're watching teams throw everything and more at him defensively. Dive deep into their playoff schemes to try to stop this young man, and you can't. You can't. And by the way, he's getting it done on both sides of the floor. Forget that he's ranked top 5 in steals. Watch the game and watch how he fights to get over screens. Watch the game and watch how he slides those puppies to keep an offensive player in front of him. Watch the game and watch how he goes and contests shots to make people miss and not hope that they miss. He is a two-way player and the best perimeter player in the NBA right now, and that means he's the MVP because he has the best record in the Western Conference team-wise and done it for a 2nd year in a row.
And anytime you can put your name in the same sentence with Michael Jordan, it's always sort of like a big deal. I want to go back to what we heard from JB Bickerstaff. Really not holding back about the Cade Cunningham situation. He was ejected late in the 3rd, saying his guys were out there not getting the calls, that they were being disrespected. What do you think about what he had to say?
Look, I love JB Bickerstaff. I think he's in the conversation for Coach of the Year, and he did the right thing, right? You're supposed to have this rant when you have a young rising superstar in Cade Cunningham, a team that is the most, when I look at this team, they're the most surprising team in the NBA because of where they were last year to where they are to now. But JB knows that everything is earned and nothing is given. So you got to earn the respect of the officials, right? Every young star, superstar from way back when had to go through this process. And so it's going to get better. But again, this is the SGA effect. Think how many coaches this season have went on these rants after playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's not just the SGA, it's OKC because of their physicality defensively, and another reason why they're ranked #1 in every defensive category.
Can I just say that that's too many like initials and abbreviations there? JB, OKC, SGA, KP. Peace out.